Welcome to the So Much More podcast, where we talk with people in the custom window treatment, soft home furnishings industry, and so much more. I'm your host, Neal de Guglielmo. My guest on the podcast today is Jackie Myers. She is the owner of the Useful Stitches Drapery Workroom and Useful Stitches Etsy. She's been sewing for 38 years, and she actually has a fascinating family history about sewing. She graduated with a BS in math, and she decided to pursue her interest in sewing and took sewing and decorating classes. Education is really important to Jackie, and you'll hear more about that in today's podcast. After sewing for years as a hobby for herself and friends, she decided to officially open shop as Useful Stitches LLC, and she did that 11 years ago. She tells us all about her business model and about working with her husband on some of her jobs. And I think you will really enjoy hearing from Jackie today. Jackie, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's been a little bit of a struggle for us to finally get to this point, hasn't it?
I know. We finally did it.
We did. Thank you so much. I have said multiple times, our time is so valuable, especially now in this industry. So I am very grateful when people say yes and say that they, because it's not just show up and turn the screen on. You have to send me things and we have to prepare ahead of time. So I am very grateful for your time. So I got to meet you in person, I think at the last Custom Workroom conference.
Yes.
Might have been the first one. Now I'm having trouble. It's been so long.
I think it was in the elevator, wasn't it?
I think it was.
It was, yeah.
So why don't you share a little bit about yourself, your life, and what your business is like?
I'm Jackie Myers, and I'm owner of Useful Stitches Workroom, and I'm also the owner of an Etsy store named Useful Stitches. I've been married for 38 years. We raise boys, and our business is mainly two people. It's myself and my husband. I do the measuring, the estimating, the construction, and I go to all the installations. Mm-hmm. My husband does my installations. He's my machine repair guy. He does my books, and he helps me with many installation dilemmas that we have.
Okay.
And we do it mainly to the trade, but I do have a few retail customers.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to have a lot of questions from all that.
Okay.
Some of it has to do with working with your husband. Some of us,
nice.
Think that's wonderful, and some of us would not look forward to
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how you learned to sew and how much sewing is a part of your life and your background.
I was pretty much raised in the sewing environment. Mm-hmm. My mom sewed everything under the sun for us, for herself. Her main sewing was doing dresses.
Okay.
She fit them up, and she did just beautiful work. My grandpa was also sewed and had a store selling fabric. But my mom never taught me how to sew. But I saw it. Yes. I grew up with it. And back when, after I had graduated from college and we were married, there was a community college in California. We were living in California. And they had sewing construction classes, and it was $15 a class. So I signed up for it, and I ended up taking 4 sewing construction classes. It was sewing 1, 2, 3, and then the last one was advanced, making a coat, with lining the stripes and buttonholes, and I just fell in love with the sewing. So from then on, I never even, my main goal was to raise the boys, mm-hmm. but always stay connected with the sewing, and I would take night classes and my husband would give me a little break, and so I always stay connected with the sewing.
Okay.
So that's how I learned. But, sewing, you can go many different directions.
Right.
You dresses, you can, at one time I wanted to be called a bag lady because I love making bags and purses.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the time I thought, I love to have a gift store. But the more I thought, we bought our first home and we had a patio door, and it was a problem door. It was real wide. The sun will shine in.
Okay.
And I told my husband, we're just newlyweds. Money was not, crazy there. But I interviewed 3 different drapery workrooms. They came and they said, well, we could do this, that. So we decided for one. And after they came in and installed and gave me the bill, I looked at my husband and I said, wow, that was a lot of money. That I need to learn how to do this. And from then on, I started, just like everybody else, getting all those books from the library, the Sunset books. I have the whole collection of them. Mm-hmm. And pretty much self-taught myself. Okay. And I just truly enjoy it. And now with conference and your podcast, it's awesome. Yeah.
Jackie, I love that. I love that you did pay someone to make window treatments for you.
Yes.
Because a lot of us came at it like, oh, well, I need window treatments, I'll make them myself. But I wonder if going through the process of, you said you interviewed 3 people, they came in, they installed it. You looked at that as an opportunity for you. I can do this. But I'm curious about what you learned watching them.
It was basically, I think our industry is like solving a problem.
I agree.
It's solving a problem, and they basically solved my problem. Mm-hmm. Oh, they put those curtains on, and the sun was never an issue, and so it was great,
Okay.
But it was funny how that sparked, I'm thinking, goodness, I can do this. Yes. Well, I didn't know if I could do it, Well,
and because you said it was a really big window, and I know,
huge.
like a cornice board or a valance or drapery panels, some of us might be, oh yeah, I can do that. But if it was a huge window, that would be a lot more daunting. So,
yes. Yeah.
All right. So you were already sewing, and at this point you were looking at the opportunity to do window treatments because of going through the process yourself. How much after that did you start to do it, and how did you get started?
Pretty much, I did a lot of it for friends and a lot of it for me. Mm-hmm. And so it was basically a hobby. It was a hobby. Okay. But when my 4th son went to kindergarten, I thought, oh, I'm going to have more time,
Yeah, kindergarten is not a lot of time.
I know. And I thought, I'll have more time. So I would get this pamphlet from the university mm-hmm. where they had a interior decorating program. It was a 2-year program.
Okay.
Time I would get it, I thought, that would be so neat, So finally, when my 4th son was in kindergarten, I thought, okay, this is my time. I can sign up for this, So I signed up for the program, and it was very involved because I do a lot of projects. It took hours and hours and hours. But my dear husband, he would watch the boys, and I would work on my projects, But I met a decorator there. Mm-hmm. And I actually had interviewed her for one of my homework. And she said, so she found out that I sew and says, you know what, I'm doing a little girl's room. Would you be interested in making a valance and some pillows for this little girl's room? And I said, sure. And I sew for her for the rest of the time. So after that, we thought, you know, we can't keep doing it as a hobby. We got to make this a business. So we made it a business about 11 years ago.
Okay. And what was the first step to making it a business for you?
First step, make it an LLC.
Okay.
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 Make it all legal.
Tell me about your business name. I really love it.
I'm so glad you asked that. You know, when you send me the questions, and I thought, I should have mentioned something about the name. Since I love making gifts. To me, you know, you can go to the store and shop forever. Mm-hmm. And if you take that time, you can make so many things at home. And just to me, it just means a lot. Mm-hmm. So the name of the business, I think I wrote so many for almost a year, you know, okay. But I'm thinking it goes with I like making practical, useful things.
Okay.
What the name came in. And then since I use it for Etsy, which is all practical and useful gifts, I thought, well, you know, the drapery too are useful, you know, just like my window, you know, it solved the problem.
Right.
And it's a useful. So that's what the name is.
I love that. Yeah. The first time I saw the name of your business, Useful Stitches. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you were working with a designer. Did you continue to work with her for a while? Did you work with other designers? How did your business evolve?
Actually, yeah. At that time I worked with two, but unfortunately two of them retired.
Oh.
But just when they retired, I got a call from a designer, and she said she found me online. Okay. And so she interviewed me, and I've been working for her ever since.
Okay.
And she is busy. She knows the ins and outs of designing. So she keeps me very busy.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I love working with her.
Okay. And you said you do mostly to the trade, but some retail work as well?
Yeah, some retail, yes. Okay. Because like customers I had with the first decorator, you know, they might call back, or if I might have a friend or a friend from church that would call, then I just go ahead and take those jobs.
Okay. So. Which is your preference? Do you like one more than the other?
I love to the trade.
Okay.
I don't have to go to the stores. The fabric comes to my door. The hardware comes to my door. It's awesome.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I love that too. I'm just always curious what we like and don't love about it.
Yes. Yes.
In your bio, it says that home sewing is your favorite thing to sew. Why is that?
I think that's a great question. Like I say, I love the gifting and the song. You know, some people love to travel and do things. I am a homebody. Mm-hmm. And I just love a comfortable home. And I think the drapery to me is like jewelry.
Okay.
You know, because you could have all these pretty furniture and things in the home, but once you put that treatment in there, it just kind of ties it all in, right. You know. So that's what I just love, the home sewing.
Okay. I love that your answer is about the finished product and it's not about the process. It's not that you like making home decor better because it's not clothing or it's easier or it's because of the final product. I love that answer.
Yes.
So you've decided to make this a legal business and you want to run it like a business, not a hobby. Your business is in your home?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you have it set up? Where is it located in your home?
It's all over the place. Oh my goodness. This room that we're doing this interview faces my backyard.
Okay.
And in my backyard, we've been working on it for almost 30 years, and I just love, it's real peaceful. I have trees, I have birds, and so it works out great. And in another room of the house, I have my big table.
Okay.
And then many times finished products go all over the room because the kids are gone.
Right.
I felt very bad when one of the kids left, and then my husband says, take that room, put all your machines in there. And that's what we did.
Okay.
But I love working from the home. I think it's actually really nice.
Yeah. It's a luxury that not everyone has. And I'm always intrigued by our decisions to either stay at home or to rent space outside of the home for our businesses, because I think we all need different things, but
yes.
It's always intriguing to me.
It takes a lot of discipline though, because, you could easily say, oh, let me put some clothes in the laundry, let me cook a little, and you can't, So it's sometimes in that respect can be hard.
Yes.
But I love it. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us say that we would not make ideal employees, but I'm not always my best boss either. Sometimes I could use somebody standing over me saying, get back to work.
Yes, yes.
So you're getting started on this journey. What were the first things that you purchased for your business?
The first thing we did, from the North Carolina Bill Sewing Center, we ordered my Juki straight stitch and my blind hand machine.
Okay.
Still, they came in a big, what do you call those trailers,
Oh, yes.
And they call, he says, hey, Mrs. Myers, can we deliver this in your street?
Oh, my goodness.
Here they come, these two big things. And I was so nervous, and industrial machines, my husband is like, open them, let's do it. Let's see if they work. And I say, I have no idea how to use these things, And the manuals are written for a shop,
Yes.
They're not a manual for like a home machine. So that took a little bit to get used to it, but now I can't live with those things,
Yeah.
We got that. Oh, and at the same time, we ordered a rotary electric scissors.
Okay.
Which those were great.
Yeah, they save your hands quite a bit, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what year did you actually start your business, Jackie?
It was 11 years ago.
Okay.
So that's 2011.
Right.
Yes, 2011.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, I know. Time goes fast.
So in all of that time, and now your boys are in school, so you do have more time during the day. What were some of the challenges that